Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up, we'll see fourth-year quarterback Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys as they take on...
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C. That's where the home of the Washington Redskins resides, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, it's Haskins. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Let's go, baby.
23 yards, the final tally.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. From midfield now, Haskins. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on third. They'll try and get it with Geis. Oh, he breaks another. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. Touchdown, Washington! Darius Geis. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. So here are the Cowboys under head coach Jason Garrett as they get set for their first opportunity. They'll be led out by the Mississippi State man, now in his 4th season in the National Football League, Dak Prescott.
And what I loved about meeting with him before the game was talking to a guy who takes ownership of his performance. 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions last week, but all he focused on was the loss, okay? And he did say, if I change my stats a little bit, not necessarily for me to look better, but that'll help my team.
The numbers for Zeke from last week. 15 carries, 83 yards. Elliott.
And partner, I thought it was a lot of fun for us to be able to sit in on their film session with the offensive line. We saw how they blocked it up last week. It's a pretty good success, and we see what their game plan is for this week. They expect that defensive front to be someone they can move.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. With Cole Beasley now in Buffalo, you think that might open up some more targets for Michael Gallup. Last year as a rookie, 33 catches for the Dallas Cowboys. First down, Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. A first down carry by Elliott. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the pistol, here's Elliott. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest, you can draft the most athletic guys, but if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
That is caught. It's Cooper for the Cowboy touchdown. Amari Cooper, his first touchdown of the new season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Shotgun handoff now to Geis. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Smith coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Geis. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. And now they're looking for 19 yards here on 3rd down following 2 negative plays. Now Haskins, 3rd and long, to Thompson on the screen. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. These two teams all tied after 1. On first down, this is Geis. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Every now and then, those guys can get lost in coverage. Quarterback didn't see him, perhaps. But, boy, what a pick. And how about the run back?
Dawson able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up later tonight, Sunday Night Football, a good one from Atlanta. Eagles and Falcons, 8:20 Eastern. And then tomorrow on Monday Night Football, Odell Beckham back in New York, back in MetLife Stadium. Browns and Jets, 8:15 Eastern on Monday night. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. They go play action with Haskins. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down. The Redskins on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. And this one complete to Reed. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Runs through the contact. They'll wind up with 3 yards out of that, and it's second down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
On play action, Haskins. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Haskins looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Brings up 2nd and 9. Let's get it.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on it. His teammates are going to check on it because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's second down. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. They'll try the right side with Elliott. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. For Zeke, one of the first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Prescott on first down. Flush to his... Oh, Prescott stripped, and the Redskins scoop it. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Oh, backbreaker. That'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Prescott now, and that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Trying for Cooper again. This time he finds him.
Complete to Amari Cooper. A gain of 4. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
56 to Mike. 56.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Cooper's got it. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards that time for number 19. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Prescott now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Here's Prescott looking deep in the direction of Cooper. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guaranteed the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit. But first, it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend. Let's see what's happening in Week 2. We'll begin in the AFC South. It's Indianapolis on the road at Tennessee. And it's the Titans on top as that one draws close to halftime. Ryan Tannehill has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head up to the Motor City to check in on the Lions at home at Ford Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Marvin Jones, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon.
And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A nice start to the drive, picking up 12 yards there and a very quick first down. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
That was good, tough running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb on the completion. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A gain of 3, 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Prescott, and it's caught. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked them to the center of the field.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So here's the Redskins offense now as they get set to start this 3rd quarter. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before this worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. It's been a struggle for him accruing yards in this game passing the football. So there he said, hey, I'm going to try to chuck it deep, but another incompletion.
Has to be a little bit frustrating because of what you just described. It's been a struggle for him here in the second half, hoping for one big shot to get him out of the doldrums.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here by Aaron Colvin. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Redskins touchdown. Charles, we've seen him target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there. Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points. Fielded about a yard deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
And let's gaze our attention on Ezekiel Elliott. He is knocking on the door for 100 yards in this ball game.
And it's so important. It doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. Just short of it, a little bit over. A little bit over feels better to everyone. Offensive line, running back, team totals. Just something magical about breaking that barrier.
He's right there on the doorstep now. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Prescott now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott going to take a shot for... It's caught inside the 25. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play here for the Cowboys. 57 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you...
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cameron Brate, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Dawson tacks on the point after, and we are tied at 21. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I love one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. 23 yards on the play.
But that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catch.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a big spot for the rookie Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. The 30. Past the 20. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love it. And that's going to be intercepted. Landon Collins, the Pro Bowl safety. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. The 20. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field. Certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in a good spot. Great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. He gets it to Sims. Complete. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Haskins now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now it's Haskins. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And that's complete. It's Sims. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Now Elliott. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be second and goal. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling, and this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before, and now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover, because one more score, and this game's over.
No gain on the play, and what to do now on fourth and goal. I love the look you just gave me, because I know what you're thinking. If you're going to run towards the perimeter, you better either stay in bounds or get the first down, or both. He didn't either.
Imagine the looks he's getting right now from his team, from his coaches. They go over those scenarios all the time, and as you said, he did neither.
56 to Mike, boy. 56. Check, 56. Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. Mike, 56. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. 180. 26. Mike, 56. Right there. 26. Watch the run.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. And that'll set them back 5. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Dawson's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. As this unit comes back out there, let's focus in on Darius Geis. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. Big guys up front have created space.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Haskins. A short little throw taken in by Reed. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Haskins. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A gain of 22. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Haskins. Complete. Richardson has it. Touchdown, Washington. Cole Richardson, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now Dallas gets set to take the field. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
Prescott to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirt.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Back to throw.
Pardon me, you get about...
And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And the result, a touchdown for Washington. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. So Dak Prescott in the offense, down by 1, 44 seconds to go. They've surrendered a double-digit lead, but can rescue themselves late as they come up on 1st down. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down. Now Prescott. Throw right side, taken in by Gallup. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Prescott. Caught by Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as he'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Here's Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here, because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. But now it'll be third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout, as he'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
47.
Now Prescott on fourth down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Fabian Moreau. Well, that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here, coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up